Hey everybody, what's happening? I'm back with another quick film review for you. And today I'm going to be taking a look at The Mandalorian and Grogu. No spoilers here. I'm not going to spoil anything that hasn't already been revealed in the trailers. It is directed by Jon Favreau, and it is written by Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Noah Clure. Noah Clure. That sounds like a Star Wars character's name, doesn't it? And of course, it stars Pedro Pascal, and it also stars Brendan Wayne, Lateef Crowder, Jeremy Allen White, Sigourney Weaver, always great to see her, and Martin Scorsese. Very strange choice. Very, very pleasantly surprised by this performance. I didn't see him showing up in this movie, but he does in a very funny voice role. Now, the question is, do you need to see, do you need to watch the entire series of The Mandalorian in order to comprehend what's going to happen in this movie? And the answer is not really. I mean, obviously, the fans, the hardcore fans that watch it all, they're going to benefit because they're going to recognize every little character, every little species, and all that stuff. But I think even if this was your very first Star Wars movie, I think it wouldn't require too much explanation because it's pretty obvious kind of what the deal is with the bounty hunter father figure and the little green guy, with the force powers. So, yeah, I really don't think so. Obviously, though, if you're not a big Star Wars fan and you don't care about the Mandalorian, I would say skip this one. Quite frankly, I don't think this is going to win you over if you're not a big fan of Disney's Star Wars The Mandalorian. This one is really just for super hardcore Star Wars fans and for the kids, of course. So, Pedro Pascal is under the helmet for most of this film, as he is for most of the series as well. He seems a bit bored here in this performance, like he's tired of playing this bounty hunter. So, it seemed a little bit phoned in to me. I wasn't that impressed with his performance this time around, but maybe that's the way that Favreau wanted him to act. I don't know. Grogu, formerly known as Baby Yoda. I mean, some fans still call him Baby Yoda, because he is like a little Yoda, of course. It's a cutesy little infant force wielder who's always hungry, and playing with and eating frogs and things. But it's really the cutesy part of the film, just like it is for the series, where it's like, okay, the kids are gonna love this part. Like yeah, of course, because well, Star Wars has always been for young-hearted people after all. The plot here is mainly about the two being tasked with rescuing the son of Jabba the Hutt, named Rhoda, and he's played by Jeremy Allen White in a very bizarre bit of casting. It's a very strange choice to play this massive slug with much longer arms than Jabba had too. So it's very strange. It's like, really, I think, what are the rules when it comes to these huts and their biology? Maybe there are no rules. It is, outer space fantasy adventure after all. It's almost anything goes. There's a handful of huts in this film, actually, and those little Babu Frick aliens, whatever they're called from The Rise of Skywalker, yeah, you'll see a few of those there, as we've seen them in the trailer. I gotta say, the beginning of the film is actually really cool. It's a really great sequence, and that was my favorite part of the movie, was really the first little chunk there, before the main plot really gets going. So, yeah, I mean, the film is a lot of action, followed by cuteness, followed by action, followed by more cuteness. So if that's not your thing, definitely stay away. Sigourney Weaver, I mean, she's always so dependable. She's a nice addition here. I did enjoy her performance. Scorsese was also a treat to hear him in this. He's playing this alien shopkeeper, so so I think that was a pretty cool scene. The film is really predictable though, and its pacing certainly leaves something to be desired. It feels like this, like an episode. It feels like an average episode of the series, just stretched out, over a couple of hours. The effects are impressive, certainly, especially this pale snake dragon thing that we've seen in the trailers. The music is very good, and the sound effects are awesome. But that's expected quality control for a Star Wars movie. So it's just that the story is kind of uneven, and that's what makes it really disappointing. It's a very strange pace. I feel that they failed to take advantage of an opportunity to really evolve any of the characters in some way. You know, the film has actually been called inconsequential by some critics out there, and I actually agree. You know, the events here don't really have much of any impact on anything else going on in the Star Wars universe, you know, and maybe it's just my age, but I don't think so. I think I think the films felt, you know, kind of like a light show for kids' attention at times. You know, Star Wars has always been aimed at the young and the young at heart, of course. But this film shows very little heart by the end, and even less soul. It's pretty soulless, I gotta say. It's pretty much just advertising, marketing, visual effects. You know, there is some fun action. It's not all bad or anything. It's actually pretty enjoyable on a first time watch or a one time watch. I can't see myself wanting to see it again necessarily. Not with all these other great movies coming out this year. So you know, some surprise cameos too. You're gonna want to check that out if you are a super duper Star Wars fan. You know, the kids will enjoy it. I think the kids will really like it. Just like the Super Mario Galaxy movie. You know, there's just all this action and all these characters, and it's just like, ugh, you know, it's just too much. But kids love that film, and they're gonna love this one too, I think. But I don't think that adults will be quite as impressed with the very strangely paced story. So I'm just gonna say it's decent. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for The Mandalorian and Grogu. So if you're a hardcore Star Wars fan, or if you want to take the kids to something and they love Star Wars, absolutely recommend going to the theater for this one. IMAX is a good choice too. There's a few scenes that really would benefit from an IMAX screening, certainly. Like I just saw the standard, so yeah, the IMAX would be worth it, I think. But that's it. That's it for this review. I thank you so much for tuning in to this film review. Once again, thank you guys. And that's it for me. So until next time, we'll see you at the theater, and may the Force be with you.